And now for something completely different.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
Hey, baby, won't you take a chance?
Oh, no more Yankee, my wanky. The donga need food.
Get on with it. Yes, get on with it.
Julian.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to another edition of The Bar right here on Barracks Party Media. I'm your host, John Kermit, a.k.a. Mini. I'm a United States Marine Corps veteran. 2311 was my MOS. I'm a card-carrying member of the E4 Mafia, allegedly, and one of the founding members of Barracks Party Media and the host of The Bar for fucking this guy will probably tell me. Hey, if it's your first time to The Bar, thanks for joining us. Please share us out. We're live on Facebook, unfortunately, YouTube, and Rumble. So cross-platform, share us as much as you can. Share us X back and whatnot. We certainly appreciate it because I do not put any money into this show anymore except for just to do it. But yeah, we just hang out. I take lots of shots to the face, phrasing, and we talk about shit, share memes, watch stupid videos, catch up with friends, and talk a lot of shit. From time to time, we'll have guests from the community to interview, and hopefully, I've been saying this for about 3 weeks, we'll kick that back off at some time, but my life needs to calm down a little bit because it has been on full throttle for the last 2 months. But without further ado, my co-host tonight is the guy who got me started in this. That son of a bitch. He's one of my good friends. He's been a part of The Bar. He was a founder of The Bar, actually. I bought it off him. But he's a United States Army veteran. His call sign is Lunchbox. He's quite the guy. He's pretty funny. Just don't ever let the dude pour you shots. It's a bad idea. Alcohol poison is what I'll say about that. Straight up alcohol poisoning. Yeah. So we'll see who else joins us. Blue is out tonight. She's sick from wedding planning, I guess. Lilith Grant was going to join us from Little Ranks. She is painting the toilet right now. I don't know if I should have said that, but that's what she told me. So she'll join with us next week. She misses coming on, so she'll be with us soon. If you're active on Facebook, just search Lil Ranks, and she's got a great page there where she does some great memes. But without further ado, the one and only Lunchbox.
What is up?
What's going on, man?
It's been a while.
Yeah. Saw you dropping Zio back to college.
Yeah. Yesterday we ran up to the old Buffalo and we had to get some art supplies for her because that's her major, art education. So we went and did that, and dropped her off. Me and her played a little Fortnite. Tonight. She took her Switch back with her. She didn't have it last semester. She was like, I think I could do it where I can have a video game system up there and focus enough on my schoolwork, because we were really concerned. we're like, you cannot play Switch 24/7, girl. So we made sure she got connected to the internet with her Switch, and then me and her played some Fortnite, and
nice.
She's for first year's slowly getting wound down here, so she loves it. It was good.
Scary, huh?
Yeah. Sure is. I mean, you're in the early phase, so
yeah, and I'm not doing well with this. Michelle's like, you're a really good dad. You need to stop beating yourself up. I'm like, yeah, I don't know what bar you're setting or where it is, what metrics you're using, because
right.
I think I kind of suck most of the time, but yeah, it is what it is. Edith, James had his birthday party. James and Edith had their birthday party last weekend. Actually, Monday is Edith's birthday. She'll be officially 2 on Monday.
Nice.
Yeah, she's a feral little shit who likes to run into things. Yeah, I think James is. If they go into the military at this point right now, to be honest with you, I pick James to go in the Air Force and Edith to go into the Marine Corps. Like, she's that girl. She's terrifying, right, bro. Like, she straight up gives James hell. He's 4 years older, and she's just like, ah! Like, she's just, they wrestle, and he's like, Mom! And she's just straight beating his ass. Right. It's like, oh my God, little girl. She seems to be ambidextrous too, which is weird.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, she'll pick up balls and go like this, like Will Ferrell and Elf. Just
okay.
Yeah, so it's weird.
Run with that and then get her into like baseball or something.
Yeah, it's weird. James started basketball today. He loves it.
Okay.
So that's awesome. He's got baseball coming up soon. He's got his bat. He's got his high speed low bag drat for T-ball.
Okay.
Got a helmet. He's got a T-ball. I gotta go get some actual T-ball baseballs on Amazon.
Right.
Work on a swing, but
Yeah.
listen to me work on a swing. I worked before it got cold. And we're setting fires before it got dark. I would toss some balls, and he hits lefty, so that's fun. And he's got for a 6-year-old, he was jacking him. I was like, what the shit? I was trying to get him bad righty, and he just kept turning over the other side. And
Okay.
I'm like, okay, that's how you feel comfortable. That's how you should do it. And he's just crushing them. And we got the tee. Michelle was putting him on there, and he was hitting with just his junk bat that we have.
Yeah.
And just ding, and she's like, James, wow, that was really good. Who taught you that? My daddy. It's great.
Yeah. Have you taken a bat to the shin yet, or?
No, but I'm trying to think of when we practice. I think what we're gonna do is I'm going to pitch to the window,
Okay.
and let him hit to the yards. My yard, you gotta get down here sometime.
Yeah.
Pretty big yard. Like it's big. So we'll just hit towards the rich people's houses, and we'll be
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah.
That's what we did when we were kids.
Yeah, no shit.
They could afford windows. Also, they ain't gonna chase us. So
Right. 710 supposed to be joining us at some point. I don't know where he is, but we'll get to that when we get to that. Dean checking in with, I think, I deserve a beer made at the end of the Trump presidency first week, which is more than I can say for 1,600 illegals. Oh, holy shit, Josh. Grandma, like she decided to take her Switch with her. Brave girl. Take a line drive to the ball bag. You're not a baseball dad till that happens.
right.
Yeah, probably. It's going to happen at some point. I'm not as quick as I once was. I'm still
I think
pretty good.
when Z played softball, I don't know, 7, 8, 9, 10 years old, she took a swing with the bat and she let the bat go, and I think I had to deflect it with my glove.
Yeah.
That thing was coming at me, and I was like, no. And she's like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. I'm like, hold the bat.
Yeah. Don't let go.
Hold I mean, you can't do that in a game. It would be hilarious, but you're going to take out one of your friends that's like pitching to you. So don't do that.
Yeah. What else is new? Oh, I had a colonoscopy yesterday.
Oh, hey, I've had one of those.
Yeah. Not a fan.
It's a good nap. That's all.
It was
is.
a good nap. It was a great nap.
It's a fantastic nap.
Yeah. I
The
totally
prep
understand.
sucks, though.
The prep was what it was.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I mean, that was so brutal.
Yeah.
Wife checking in.
When I did it, I prepped all day. Nothing happened. Not a fucking thing. All day long. I'm like, this is easy.
My wife.
And then
I was like, got this. This is easy. And then all of a sudden, my guts about 9 o'clock at night were like, hey, you remember how you prepped all day? We're gonna keep you up like half the night right now.
yeah.
Yeah, and just sat on the toilet.
So
Dying.
I actually have footage of me last night.
Oh yeah?
Oh yeah. You want to see it?
Yeah.
All right.
Ooh. Oh yeah. That's when you need handles. You need
Yeah.
handles on the side of the toilet.
Yeah. Oh, it's over. Oh. Yeah. And then you get up and you go out to smoke a cigarette and you're like, oh no. No. And you have to run back in. Dude, it was so
I
so
literally
bad.
was getting up, leaving the bathroom, started to walk into the bedroom, and then just turn right back around.
Yeah, I slept
Like,
on
nope,
the couch.
nope.
When I call it slept, I watched like 12 hours of Archer in a row.
There you go.
I mean, it was I started it at 5 o'clock Thursday afternoon. Technically 4:30 is when I took the first med, and then I had to just chug. I had to chug half of it that night and then half of it in the morning. And whoo! I had a box of matches in the and a candle, because I like sticky. One of my weird things, I love stinky candles.
Okay.
Love stinky candles, man. And I had one of those going the entire time. So decent. I'm a football dad for reason. Bigger balls, harder throwing, no bats involved. Okay, so baby, it's just gonna be me, Lunchbox, and 710. Lilith had to bow out, kind of not at the last minute. I just didn't see the message to the last minute, but she'll be on next week. She swears. And John, check it in. Hello, asshole one and asshole.
You could even spell asshole too.
I know. Usually that's a Chris thing. The terminal lance from Canada, where he's like a case of beer in before the show even starts. She says, "Boo! I love the ladies." I know. We should let James stay up the next time. Blue. Hopefully next week we'll have Blue and Lilith, and let James stay up because he loves the ladies too. He loves the ladies. Fat fingers. Yeah. All right. Without further ado, the better half of Blue. 710 is going to join us. Fellow ghost hunter, ghost bringer, and hibachi master lover, the one and only 710 is going to join us. Welcome to the bar.
Hello. How you guys
What's
doing?
up? We're doing all right.
Good. Just dealt with some technical difficulties with the computer.
Turning it on is difficult.
Well, I was trying to not have to hold my phone the whole entire time. And right now, like, the computer is updating, so here I am.
I'm sick. Oh, well. Sick and tired, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I love you. We'll see you next week. We'll have a whole bunch of ladies on next week.
Dude, both me and Minnie have like organized fucking messes in the background. We have a nice, well-organized shelf in the back of 710.
I know, right?
Right? Like,
Actually, this
you
is
like
all
trash some of that to make us look better, or
Yeah. Work on that one. Oh, is it? Gotcha.
I gave her some help somewhat, but really ultimately majority of what's behind me is all hers.
Gotcha.
I just gave her this little space so that she has her little hideaway, I guess.
Her knickknacks.
Yep.
Oh man. Oh, so how's the wedding planning going?
We're still working on planning. We should have like an affirmed date as to when we are deciding to do it officially by the end of this week. So by tomorrow, actually, we should have an affirmative when we're gonna go ahead and get that wedding done.
Cool beans. Oh, alrighty. What else is going on?
Oh, not much. Just like yesterday when you got a hold of me, told you that we were watching Bar Rescue.
Yeah. That was kind of funny. Two people who don't drink watching the bar about neighbors.
Yeah, I mean, I drink here and there, but for the most part, I'm pretty dry. But I mean, it is pretty funny. But there's a lot of crazy stuff that goes on in the show that
that show is nuts.
Makes you compelled to watch it.
Right.
Oh man,
especially if you've worked in a bar too, then you're just like, what the hell is going on here?
Yeah, I've seen it a couple of times before. And yeah, being like the bar service industry for fucking ever, you're like, okay, whatever.
I mean, I know the whole entire point of the show is to, get these bars that need help. But on the same token, it also makes you not really necessarily want to go to these bars,
right?
In general, because you're thinking, oh, somebody's going to be putting a raw steak on where they put salad, or something, and just cross-contaminate and get you sick.
Oh, no bueno. I didn't see anything else new going on here. I just did the colonoscopy. Oh, that was So here's the story. I've been telling a little bit on the bar over the last few weeks. Like I've been going through some weird medical shit. They're trying to figure it out. So one of the things they did a CT scan, and they were like, they didn't find what they were looking for, but they found something else. And I was like,
fun.
yeah, that's what I said. He was like, we're really concerned about this. And to show you how concerned they were and how much they freaked me out, the VA paid for a clinic to get my colonoscopy done in like an expedited manner.
Oh,
Like
man.
the VA was like, we can't get it done fast enough. We're concerned about this. We're paying somebody else to do it. And I'm like, oh, this is just getting better. And right before they wheel me into the not operating room, procedure room, surgery room, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Doctor's like, we're going to take a look at this mass. I'm like, mass? Nobody told me about a mass. They told me about some area of concern. Now there's a mass. And I'm like, oh, look, dude, you got to keep it together for like 3 minutes until they knock you out. Just keep it
Yeah, I was
together.
gonna say right then they're like with the drugs, they're like,
Yeah. She's like,
don't worry, you're gonna feel a little
sleepy?
lightheaded for a second. We'll wake you up when it's over.
Yeah, exactly. and then
good.
I did wake up, and I turned into a party favor for about 5 minutes, just blowing air out my ass. And doctor came in, and he's like, I'm like, well, here we go. And he's like, good news. That mass, what we were concerned about, is gone. I think it was just you're telling me you had some issues being constipated lately. It was probably something really dry and just stuck there. It's gone now. Found a couple polyps. We're sending them away for testing, but they don't look at all concerning to me. So you might have to do this for 10 years. Right on.
Right.
That's basically what happened to me too. The couple of polyps.
Yeah.
And the reason I even did mine before 50 was because I have a history in my family. So they're like, well, we'll just do it and we'll get it out of the way. And I'm like, sure.
Yeah.
Remind me again when you get your first one done.
50.
50.
Okay, I got 14 years done.
Nobody likes you anymore. Vinny's head is hollow. They
Wait, no,
found your
actually-
twin. Yay! It feels so good to fart after. Like there's nothing to fear, so you just busted chili ring front. Yeah, it was good. It was a Lego that he swallowed when he was 4. I was joking at work. I was like, I hope that nickel finally comes out. And so when I come back to work, that quarter I swallowed when I was like 7. I'm like, I'm gonna tell him at work it was all I got was 2 dimes and a nickel. But
There you go.
Reminds me
yeah.
of the Jackass movie where he stuck the car up his butt.
Oh, and then yeah. Those guys have issues. Had issues.
Yeah.
Some of them aren't here anymore. Weird.
Correct.
I don't know. Nothing much else is going on. I got a couple more things to check out. I got like 3 appointments this week. It's awesome. But I am feeling better, so that's good. I know Michelle could say I was freaking out, but I was freaking out the best way I could freak out. I was just trying to like not completely lose my shit. You know.
No pun intended.
Oh no, man! I broke down at work. I broke down at work like twice last week. Just fucking like, oh shit, thinking about my kids and whatnot, and as I'm smoking a cigarette and drinking liquor and beer. But it is what it is. So hopefully we'll get those other things taken care of and look at those, make sure nothing else is going on, and should be good to go. So got everybody here. I guess we can do stupid internet videos. Start out with that.
Sure.
They're not always stupid. They're just talking points for me. I play some clips for the guys, and we discuss them and whatnot, or laugh at them. So usually pull them from Twitter and Instagram and Threads, which is like, I don't know what Threads is, like Twitter for fucking Facebook, I guess. Yeah. Here we go. I like this though. No.
What's my type? Mentally ill, politically incorrect, a little ugly, a little stupid, out of shape, out of touch, hilarious, silly goose, alcoholic, can barely read, but can read a room, worships me, but like also calls me on some bullshit. Mommy issues, daddy issues, watches Always Sunny. Would make a great dad, but would say some like weird shit at a PTA meeting that would get us blacklisted from all the private schools in the area. Supportive,
It's like everybody I served with.
Yeah.
good kisser.
Yeah.
I just feel seen.
Right.
I love that. Yeah. I love that. So if you couldn't read it, it said GWAT types.
Yeah.
Girls who like GWAT types. Yeah. I thought that was pretty good.
Yeah, she just described like a whole infantry platoon. So
That's basically what I was thinking when I saw it. I'm like, I know these guys. I work with these guys. I was their Santa Claus. They're like, oh, please, glorious Pogue, give us our boom boom. Here you go. Just don't blow yourself up from here to the line. All right.
Right.
Just do that for me. All right. I will give you your boom boom. Just don't, don't blow up yourself.
No
Let's
pressure.
see. Yeah, no pressure. Which was the other one? Let's see here. Oh, absolutely. I like a little Bill Maher. Man. This is I used to fucking legit hate this guy, but that was before Trump and before the left went like so Looney Tunes. Not to say the right doesn't have them. Of course they do. They got Marjorie Green Taylor. She's but the universe has to balance itself. But he's been, making a lot of I played a lot of his clips on it. It made a lot of good sense. Some good points.
News is our fire chief is a lesbian. Am I against a lesbian being chief? Of course not. Do I think a lesbian can do the job? Of course I do. And maybe she's the best person for the job. Or maybe they really wanted a lesbian in that job and she's just the best lesbian for the job. And with essential services, that's not good enough. Crowley's official bio says Chief Crowley leads a diverse department, creating, supporting, and promoting a culture that values diversity, inclusion, and equity while striving to meet and exceed the expectations of the community. Well, you didn't exceed my expectations, which was that the whole city wouldn't burn down. But it's telling that diversity is mentioned twice before we get to while striving to meet expectations. Now, can you do two things at once? Yes, but it matters where your head is. Deputy Chief Kristen Larson said this.
You want to see somebody that responds to your house, your emergency, whether it's a medical call or a fire call, that looks like you.
Which would sound kind of racist if a Southern sheriff said it. So we should be sending white firefighters to White Houses and black ones to... Who teaches people this bullshit? No one cares what someone looks like when they're pulling you out of a burning house. Larson also seems to believe that if a female firefighter can't pick up a man, it's his fault. She said, he got himself into the wrong place if I have to carry him out of a fire. Well, tell that to these guys. Because who pays the highest price when politicians don't prioritize basic services? The first responders, our heroes, who every time go above and beyond because they have to, because we leave it all to them. Now, is wokeness the main reason for the fires? Of course not. But it's also not wrong to associate some of the unforced errors our government made with the things normies see as hallmarks of uber progressive politics: questionable budget priorities, high taxes that get you nothing, making everything about identity politics, virtue signaling overseas instead of tending to the nuts and bolts at home. Cali has no shortage of safety commissions and agencies and bureaucrats and regulators, and of course, sign language interpreters who communicate with their face.
Man, that shit in California just keeps getting better. Keeps getting better. Every morning I wake up and I go right to my alerts and like, oh, California's back to fire again. Weird. Jesus. Feel for those people. I do. It's just don't live in California. Vote with your money. That's the best way to do it. Just kick rocks and bounce, man. There's jobs all over the place. You are not tied to that psycho place. You're not. It's beautiful. I love it. I miss it. Lunchbox doesn't like it, but
I hated Fort Irwin.
well, it's Fort Irwin is a twin of 29 Palms,
Yeah.
and a lot of Marines hate 29 Palms. I fucking loved it. However, I always qualify it by I was only there for 4 months at a time. I was doing 80% of the time I was working my ass off doing pretty cool shit, and we were so far away from the main base that we drank every night. And we had the CBs who constructed our ASP build us a new like aliens are going to land in 29 Palms on that very spot like 10,000 years from now when we're all gone, and be like, what the fuck are all these glass bottles doing in the dirt? That was Ammo Company's detachment at 29 Palms, because we drank every night and just threw everything into this giant pit. And then when we cycled in the new ammo detachment for the next combined arms exercise, we just had the CBs put the dirt back over it and then build us another one. So
Right.
it was fun, man. And a lot of crazy shit happened to me there. I ended up getting to work with First Tanks because I had a freedom boner walking from the Humvee to get beer, and they had a company of tanks parked right there for some reason. And I was just like, oh, and I'm like, pet the tank, like, oh, you're a sexy bitch. Oh, and this fucking lieutenant pops up. Oh, you like that, Marine? And I'm like, huh? Oh, this. Oh, yes, sir. Absolutely. Oh, you want to check it out? Yeah. And then 2 days later, that dude came to do with that 4-tank company, or Tune, excuse me, to do what, a combat simulator reload where they come in empty and we load them all the way up with all the rounds, like on the fly. And he hopped out of the lead tank and went into our hut and came back out. He's like, all right, hop in. You're my loader. I'm like, excuse me. And I'm like, Staff Sergeant. He goes, you're fucking his now, Kermering. Good luck. I'm like, what? Why do I don't. So I became an M1A1 loader, OJT style, and then ended up being their ammo tech for a while. So, plus I have this weird thing about the desert. I love it because my mind is so ADHD riddled. It's just a constant fucking nonstop, just crazy town up here. And in the desert, because it's so quiet, I can get into like a meditative state like almost instantly.
The only thing I liked about Fort Irwin was being out in the middle of the desert at night and just see it, because there's no light pollution and you can see every single fucking star known to man.
You can see the Milky Way.
Yeah.
Yeah, which nobody fucking ever, if you ever get to see it, it blows your fucking mind.
Yeah.
What is this shit? Oh, that's the galaxy.
I used to lay on top of my tank for hours just staring straight up.
Yeah.
Like, this is fucking amazing.
Yup. Unbelievable. Tell you how crazy it is. Like there's great story out of LA when they had a blackout for like 12 hours at night, and they broke 911 because everybody was calling about UFOs. It was like, no, bitch. That's the fucking Milky Way. Those are stars. Like nobody had seen them. Grew up their whole lives, never seen any of this shit. Then one night, all the lights go off, and you're like, "Oh, what's that?" And we're freaked out about it. Go ahead, Seven. What's up?
The only place that I really get tranquil and in a peaceful meditative state is actually going into the woods.
Well, that's Lunchbox.
That's my place.
He calls it going to church.
Yep.
It's just one of those places, you can just walk through, just listen to nature, just, and I mean, it's really quiet. And yeah, you could just be in a very meditative state over there. And that's why I usually tend to take Brittany going for these type of walks through like the woods and metro parks all the time.
Yeah, I live by the only downside of living where I live is that extremely safe. My neighbors' houses are like minimum triple what mine costs. Minimum. Most of them are like 5 or 6 times what my house actually costs. We have this little weird section of like working class people, and then it's literally like on the street. It's like 2 blocks up the one street, Lucas Corner. There's quite a bit of like working class people, but the rest of it is just like, oh my God, I can't believe people live like this. But it's nice. It's beautiful. Oh, and I've only pulled my pistol. I said I've only pulled my pistol twice. Both times I thought shit was going down. Both times I pulled it, shit was going down, and it stopped immediately when they found out that I was armed. So that's kind of one of the reasons I carry everywhere. But last weekend after the bar, I was out back. My cat just came screaming from the yard. Charlie, who is a fucking panther now. Fucking cat refuses to stop growing. Every week I look at him, I'm like, God damn, dude.
I told you, dude.
He is fucking massive.
Told you about the laws, man.
Yeah, you did. He came flying in, and I opened the door, and all of a sudden, across, he kind of started coming towards the house, and then he cut back, and he stopped, and he looked at me, and I'm like, that's not a dog. And I pulled my pistol, I shot at him, and he fucked off real quick. It was a coyote. So yeah, but we got deer everywhere here, so everywhere. And because I live by one of the largest parks in the city of Cincinnati, and it's all, that park is like a couple trails and just woods. Like it's just thick forest. So deer love it. I've almost hit 2 since I've been here. Michelle's almost hit 1. But yeah, I get to fire my pistol at something. It was interesting to say the least. I love my Aussies. One of my friends is coming here. I think in late February. We're trying to get him down here and get him to stay the night. It'll be fun. But I love Aussies. I love their country. They're just a whole different kind of white people. I also love their comedy. They are just a different kind of white people, man. But I love their comedy. And this is woke or progressive remakes of classic Disney movies.
Progressive remakes of classic Disney films.
Snow Black and the 7 Day Thems.
Muslim Cinderella, where he marries all of the stepsisters.
Aladdin, but he uses his first wish to free Palestine. Unfrozen. They thaw out Walt Disney and he's cool with Jews now.
Aladdin, but they actually tell you where the it's from.
Finding Nemo, but they're looking for that submarine with the rich people on it.
So it's Lilo and Stitch, but instead of being from space, he's from South Sudan and he's trying to get into Australia.
And instead of it being about lasers and it's just him trying to get a partner visa.
Sleeping Beauty, but he actually just waits till she wakes up and asks for consent.
A climate change doco called Frozen? Not anymore?
All right, it's a story of a maid that goes into disadvantaged communities and bonds them through the medium of dance called Mary Poppinlock.
The Emperor's new pronouns. He sets up a GoFundMe to transition into a llama.
Mulan, but instead of saving the Chinese people from the Huns, they're saving them from Shein.
So it's an all-lesbian remake of Pirates of the Caribbean, but it's called Pirates of the Caribbean.
You've heard of Up. Now get ready for Down. Syndrome.
101 pronouns.
The Lion Queen, Simba does drag.
Peter Pansexual. Lady and the Ethical Slave.
The Black Hunchback of Notre Dame.
This show happens in Sydney, Melbourne, Perth, Brisbane, Adelaide, and Newcastle.
Oh,
I just sent you a video too. It's a guy from the Massachusetts area that reviews different like films and different things, but he gives them all 5 stars. But he the way he describes them is fantastic. I think the one I sent you was Disney films that he does.
Here we go.
Legs, so she makes a deal with Saltwater Lizzo. Fuck sauce. Two kids are friends until one of their dads is like, we have to go hunt your friend now. Fuck sauce. A babysitter's like, hey, let's go jump into talk paintings with my ex-boyfriend. Fuck sauce. A guy gets stung by 1,000 bees, gets his head stuck in a fucking wall, and gets washed away by a flood. His life's a fucking mess. Five stars. If you were born between 1987 and 1992, this is better than The Godfather. 5 stars. Wendy decides to grow up. Big fucking mistake, Wendy. 5 stars. A girl wants legs, so she makes a deal with Saltwater Lizzo.
Saltwater Lizzo. Oh God, that
dude,
woman.
he's fantastic. He's got a bunch of videos out there.
You
He
gotta
does
send
like,
me a link. I gotta find that guy.
yeah, he does wrestlers. He does a bunch of damn different things.
Oh, what else? What else did I have up here? Basically, for Ohioans, this is basically your a quick tour of Ohio, if you will.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it was great. I shot a little beer out of my nose when I found this last weekend. I'm like, really? Okay, this is kind of perfect. And this fits for me, especially in 710 as well.
That is such an accurate.
It is.
Yeah.
Cincinnati. Yeah, because it is people who have lived here. They do have an accent, and it is very. And across river it gets even worse. But there is it's the most northern place I think in the United States that has a southern accent. Because people in Cincinnati who lived here, especially the West Siders, they've got that. They get that. How y'all doing? Let's get some skyline. It's like, we love the Bengals. Why? Terrible. We love the Reds.
Love how they highlighted Skyline Chili as Cincinnati.
Oh yeah, that's a huge thing, man.
Well, I love it.
Huge thing.
Every time I go down there, I usually try to. I didn't last time, obviously, but yeah, I love Skyline.
Yeah, shit. You know, if I would have known that, man, right? There's one like 5 minutes from my house.
No way.
Mm-hmm. Next time you come down, I'll take you there. It's literally 5 miles. I didn't know until a few months ago. Like, because I had when we had the snow coming, and I finally decided to go to work. I got 1 day. The company gave me 1 day pay off, and the next day I'm like, I'm still not fucking driving in this shit, and so I had to take PTO. But that third day, that Wednesday, I'm like, I'm not driving because you've been here 710. It's crazy, right? Like the roads to my house. Yeah, they're crazy. And so I took the flattest route. And as I'm pulling up to Beachmont, I look to the right and like, oh my God, there's a fucking skyline right here. Like, okay. There you go.
Didn't mind where we went. That was good food too.
Oh, Hibachi Masters.
Oh,
shit,
100%.
Yeah. Oh. Hold on. This is funny. This is so many.
I started running 20 pounds during the quarantine because I got in crock pots real heavy. We've all messed around with a crock pot or two, but I bought a power strip. I started running 4 or 5 at a time. I couldn't believe that they invented something I could forget about and absolutely nail. I mean, can y'all believe that? I have ADHD. Nothing in this world's ever been built for me. Everything's built against me, but not crock pots. They're made for us, ADHD people. I mean, people come over, they're like, Derek, these are the best beans I've ever had. What'd you do to them? I'm like, I'll be honest, I forgot about them. Yeah, 17 hours on low. How about that?
Dude, he is hilarious.
Yeah.
That comedian, yeah.
Oh man, I love crock pots. My wife loves them. The only thing that sucks is if you're at home when you're running the crock pot, it's kind of torture. It's kind of like, yeah, like
always a torture.
Yeah, because you can smell it once it kicks in and it actually starts cooking. You're like, oh god,
you got like to go, and it's like the 6th hour as you're slow cooking it.
yeah. So, Lunchbox. This is what you know who Ari Shaffir is, right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, he had a new special come out. We watched it last night, and I was very impressed. He's gone. Every special he's done over the last, I don't know, 5 years has got exponentially better. Every single one. Like the last one he did, I'll never forget his quote. It was something called Jews and something like that. And he was being interviewed, and he's like, so what do you put on YouTube? That's kind of different. How many views you're looking to go for? He's like 6 million. I'm like, oh, Jesus, dude. Like, seriously? Oh, but this is I'm debating on sending this to my brother-in-law who's gay and married, and I love them both. He's my favorite person to sit next to at any family event because he's just the snarkiest shit. Somebody says something, he automatically has some catty comment about it, and it just makes me laugh. And his husband is they're both nurses. They're very sweet guys. And we his husband, my brother-in-law, we exchange stand-up comedy bits all the time. So I'm debating whether to send this to him or not, but here it is.
Here's a positive of having to hear about the trans issue for the last fucking 7 straight fucking years. Here's a positive. Well, now regular gay people have to shut the fuck up. Yeah, you're not special anymore, regular gays. Ha ha, one of us. One of us. Remember we were little and it meant something to be gay? Not anymore, homos! Back in the line! You're like, oh, you're gay? Wow, that must be so hard for you. In 2024 in a major metropolis? Wow. Oh, you came out of the closet in 2019? Wow. No, I've also suffered. I'm a survivor of LASIK eye surgery, so I get it.
That's just because he will from time to time kind of throw a victim card out there, and it's just like, I think it's past, dude. Like I kind of okay, I love you, so I'll let it slide. But like I'm kind of at the point where like nobody cares anymore. You're good. Stop. It has been accepted. Hyper majority into the culture. It's fine. Just move on. I smoke meat. Wait for that shit to be done. It's painful because I want to pull way too early. Oh, I believe it. I don't yet have a smoker. If I don't get one by the time I'm 50, I've been told they're going to revoke my white man card. They will. And I'm going to lose my white privilege. So I got to get a smoker and learn how to smork. Words are hard. Smork. I got to learn how to smoke meat. Got to smoke that meat, Brazy.
Smoke the meat.
Yeah.
It sucks because when you open up the door to like temp something and now all that hits you in the face, you're just like, it's good, right? I can pull it right now. It'll be fine. It's not. It's not fine at all. It's not ready.
Not ready at all. Let's see here. Let's see, what did I have? Oh, I'm gonna put this up. Yeah, I will play this one. Love me some Neil Brennan. Can't wait to see him live.
Been married, don't have kids, 48 years old. People don't like. I know it's worse for women if you're over a certain age, not married, no kid. People pity you, but as a guy, people are suspicious. I would get more trust from women if I'd been married and murdered my wife. They'd be like, he's capable of love. It's compassionate. Never been married, don't have kids, 48 years old.
Yeah,
Funny,
that
'cause
is.
not a lot of people know that he was the lead writer for Chappelle.
Oh yeah, is that where? Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah,
He was the lead writer for the Chappelle show.
that's crazy.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. By the way, Dean would have gave you his smoker when you were there.
Oh, jeez.
You fucked up, AA Ron.
I did, man. Oops, my bad.
You drive across the day and pick it up. I'll swing down and visit with you.
You have two smokers. Let's see what else is there. Oh God, this is great. Anybody watch Kill Tony?
Yes.
Okay. This is great. Let's see here.
Autism is passed down generationally, so it's internalized, which makes sense. I was walking home, it was late at night, and this black guy walks towards me. And instinctively, I grab my purse, even though logically, I know he's not for sale.
Wow.
He did steal my wallet, though.
Oh my
That's so
God.
wild, though.
Kill Tony is great, man. He is great. Let's see here. A little motivational one. Should we do that? Or let's do a little motivational one. I love this dude. He's been one of my favorites. Comes from one of the best shows on TV as far as network TV. The Blacklist.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Raymond
If no
Reddington.
one calls you dangerous, it means you've never stood your ground. If no one fears you, it means you've never dared to disrupt the order. And if no one speaks ill of you, well, it means you've never stood tall enough to cast a shadow. The truth is, people reveal their insecurities in how they treat you. If they envy you, it's because you possess something they can't. If they mock you, it's because they don't understand the strength of your mind. And if they try to bring you down, it's because they've already realized you're above them. Criticism, slander, even imitation, these aren't insults. They're acknowledgments, proof that you matter, that you stand out, that you're living a life others can't ignore. So let them talk. Let them doubt. Let them fear. Their resistance only confirms your strength. After all, no one tries to stop a ghost. They only chase the ones who are truly alive. If you are not following, you will never hear my voice again. But if you are, then congratulations, you are growing every day.
I like that. I like that a lot.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, right?
It speaks volumes for sure.
Yeah.
There's a whole TikTok page that's devoted to just having like motivational things, but read in Raymond Reddington's voice. There's also one with Denzel Washington having him read stuff too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have the TikTok, man. Like I'm good enough on I think I'm good enough on Instagram, but
See, I can't figure out Instagram. So
really?
Yeah, because I don't know who is who on there because they everybody has like different like it isn't your name on there. It's just some random whack.
Oh, I gotcha.
I've got TikTok. I've never used it.
Here is
look at videos.
You guys ever heard of a comedian named David Nihil?
No.
He is an Irish comedian. He started out his career as a Irish diplomat.
Okay.
Like worked in embassies and whatnot.
You would need to be a comedian to work in politics. So
Yeah, especially in like diplomatic circles. He's got a special on YouTube. You can check it out. It's absolutely hilarious. It's David Nihill. Look it up. Put it on the big screen. It is absolutely worth it. Michelle loved it. She doesn't like all my stand-up comedy picks. I'm into stand-up comedy like she's into music, except 10 times worse. But so sometimes I'll play some stuff that are kind of out there a little bit. But this is a pretty good story. I don't know. I think he was on some European talk show or something, but it's still a pretty funny story.
My parents are two of the most entertaining, amazing individuals you'll ever meet in life. And my mum started talking to me about gay marriage. And sure, she said, nothing new to me. I was the first lesbian in Ireland to get married. And I was like, does Dad know about this? I don't think he does. And she's like, well, it turned out we're getting married. We couldn't find your dad's birth certificate, Patrick, of course, familiar name, but we had his dead sister, Patricia's. And we knew the priest didn't have the best eyesight. So technically and legally, I'm married to your dad's dead sister. Oh, yeah. I was like, that's surely the end of that story there. Oh, no. My mom, I think the ultimate sacrifice you can ever make in life is when you're a mother, is to be away from your kids, working hard. And she went to New York and she was staying in a YMCA in terrible, like not ideal conditions to get money and be able to send it home to us. And I think she'd be on a few gray areas visa-wise, as Irish people are once in a while.
Yes, I think we understand where you're going with that,
David,
David,
we do, unofficially. But I, in the most unanticipated wild sequence of events, it transpired she had managed to get a passport in the name of dead Patricia. Somehow, through the Irish techniques, and had got a job nursing unquestionable visa circumstances Donald Trump's mother. So it transpires that my mother was an illegal immigrant traveling on the passport of a dead 2-year-old who she was also in an involuntary lesbian relationship with, nursing back to health, the mother of a guy competing on an anti-illegal immigration mandate.
That is fucking trippy. That is trippy. I don't know if I have another one that's worth it. Maybe we'll see. There's a loose black one in there, but I don't know. It wasn't very good. Let's see. Oh, this is for the parents out there. Let's see here. Yeah, this is I had to play this game the other night, and this really sent me I kind of almost lost my shit because I was doing my colonoscopy prep, right? So Michelle didn't want to like make anything that was gonna like drive me extra crazy, just smelling food being cooked and whatnot, because I couldn't eat for 24 hours. So she made egg salad ahead of time, and I'm just drinking my water, my prep solution, and bean broth and chicken broth. Yep. Which I'd never want to see either of those ever again, like ever. But they were like the greatest thing. Like I couldn't eat anything, but I still got a little bit of like I'm sort of eat. It's like tricking your brain a little bit. Like, oh, I can taste the beef. I know it's not really there, but I can taste it. But James would not eat his egg salad sandwich, and I'm just like, I'm just, twitching. One eye's just fucking going up crazy. And finally, he did eat most of it, but like, oh my God, I was losing my mind. So Chad Daniels, another great comic for sure. Here we go.
At me for the first time. I made him dinner one night and he goes, I'm not eating this. This sucks. And I go, yep, you are eating it. And he goes, no, I'm not. And I go, you can eat it now, or you can eat it for breakfast, or I can pack that in your lunch for tomorrow. But that is your next meal. And then he started breathing heavier. So I knew he was mad and nervous. And he looked at me and he Porky Pigged a little bit. He goes, that's bullshit. It's like, having a little trouble getting that one out, did you? I go, you think you're a man? You want to step outside and see if you're a man? And he goes, yeah. And he walks away from the dinner table, never breaking eye contact, goes to the front door, puts on his Velcro shoes. And he goes, are you coming? I said, no, I'm not. I'm going to eat my food because it's warm. And he said, I thought you were going to beat the hell out of me in the front yard. Oh, I never said that. What I said was, do you think you're a man? You want to step outside and see if you're a man? What I meant was, you're going to camp in our yard for 1 week and eat only the animals you kill. That way, when your BB gun jams up on the second day, you can come in here and eat the rest of this bullshit.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I like that. And I got to go to a 2-year-old twins 2-year-old birthday party. My best friend, I call him my first Civ, John. His twins. It's any guy deserve twins. It's him because he is the. Not to talk bad about him, but he's like Bill Burr from like Temu or Wish.com. Like he's that guy who just talks shit and is angry all the time.
Speaking of Bill Burr,
yeah,
have you seen him and Billy Corgan on a podcast together?
No.
Do you know the backstory behind that?
No.
They are half brothers.
Okay.
Bill Burr's. I'll see if I can find the clip. But Bill Burr and Billy Corgan's dad was a whore.
Okay.
Kind of impregnated everything, and they just recently found out that they were actually half siblings.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Let me see if I can find the clip real quick.
Yeah, sure. Absolutely.
Looks like he had intelligent genes, though.
Right.
Oh man.
I mean, one's a maestro at Smashing Pumpkins. The other one is quite hilarious, just being an angry person. So.
Right. Let's see if I got any more else. We're just gonna go to memes. Yeah, I think we're just gonna go to memes. Oh, we can play a clip about how fucked up Ben and Jerry's is. Everybody, it's like the left's darling. Like everybody loves Ben and Jerry's, right? Oh,
all right.
Josh sent it.
I just sent it to you.
All right, here we go. Here we go. Okay, this kind of makes sense now, actually. Just looking at it side by side, I'm like, oh. Volume's all up. Okay.
Can I give you the setup on all this? Because it's his fault.
You can do whatever you want because you kind of already did that.
Okay, I'm trying to be respectful.
Now you are.
Okay, no, wait. He told me you were cool
You're
with
a
me.
Cubs fan? That fucking tracks.
Oh, hey!
Fucking Wrigleyville. Bunch of cunts. Southside's where it's at. What's up?
Okay, can I give you the setup on all this? Because it's his fault.
You can do whatever you want.
Oh, is that the whole thing?
Okay, I'm trying to be respectful.
Now you are.
Okay, no, wait. He told me you were cool
You're
with
a
me.
longer version of that.
Okay.
Yeah, because that's not definitely not the one I heard. I mean, it's the same setup. They're on the Howie Mandel.
But
show.
holy shit! Like look at them sitting next to each other. It's like,
oh yeah.
Oh my god! How did I never see this before? If you find the other clip, yeah, absolutely. I'd love to.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
No
I didn't
worries.
realize that was only a minute something.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's see, what is that? Is this a? Oh, that's you sent that to me. Okay, I'm looking in the wrong.
Well, I found a much longer clip.
Okay.
Here it comes.
Here we go. There we go. All right.
What's up?
Sit down.
You're an asshole.
Billy Corgan. Billy Corgan. I'm an asshole.
Yeah,
I thought this would be great to bring a family together.
He didn't tell you. He told me you were totally cool with me coming.
That's what he does. That's what he does.
I thought it would be
so
a
then, like,
surprise.
can this be like edited out or no?
I can go. I mean, you told me Bill was.
All right, fuck it. No, I'll do it. Like, did you ever think the fact that I never told that story that, maybe you shouldn't? Did you ever, how many fucking like emails and crap that I got? Like, I sort of like went away from that.
So let me just fill in. Let me just fill in.
Do we talk on a regular basis?
We've never met.
So Billy Corgan was nice enough on my podcast to talk about the fact that he told a story that he had never told before, that his father traveled.
My stepmother said to me, "Do you know who Bill Burr is? Bill Burr might be one of the children that your father sired in his days on being a traveling musician."
If you do the math,
he was a piece of shit. And he had two kids this close together, and he named them the same fucking name. He thinks it's different because he's Billy and I'm Bill. Like, that's how he told the difference.
Well, I was Bill when I was young, but you're right. I mean,
with all
I
respect.
mean, it is kind of fun.
All right, well, whatever. You know, it's not that I don't like him. It reminds me of all of that shit. So, you know, it's
Yeah,
like
it just seems more of the same from what I've been hearing.
All right, whatever. I mean, I like your music.
Appreciate it.
Okay, great.
Would you? Oh, you know, what'd be cool if you let your brother play drums.
Wow. Like that would fuck me up. Like if like all of a sudden some dude like showed up and like, hey, John, this is I'm your brother. I'm like,
So when it goes on too, like I listened, I think 10 or 15 minutes of it, and it goes on, and he Bill Burr is real pissed off because like he said like his childhood was fucked up because his dad was always gone off to see like whoever. He was going off to see Billy Corgan's fucking mom and Billy.
oh man.
So Bill Burr's like, fuck him.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't have anything against you, but fuck that dude. Like,
Yeah.
his dad. Yeah. He was just like, fuck him. I don't give a shit.
And
I was watching the whole thing going, holy shit.
Oh
pretty
man.
crazy shit though.
I work with a guy. I swear to God, this dude has. All right, so I think average. I'm guessing average is like 2.5 kids, right, per male, right? This dude, I think he's on number 7.
The Brady Bunch.
With 4, 4, possibly 5 women. One of them was at work, and it was like the daughter of like the owner, and like they went out on one date and he knocked her up. And I'm like, bro, he's like, what? I was like, you got to get snipped. He's like, what? He's this hippie dude. He's really cool. I love him. He's this weird, he's like a hippie, like my wife is a hippie, like Into the Dead, laid back, kind of cool. He's not like, fuck America. He's not that kind of guy. He's just that kind of laid back spiritual hippie. And but Jesus Christ, I was like, you're fucking setting up franchises, dude. Like 7 kids. Like I can't deal with my 2. I can't. Like I come home and I hide in the bedroom for at least an hour. Then I come out for a little bit, and then it's too much, and I go back in the bedroom. And of course, my feral little daughter comes running in there, jumps on me, and wants to wrestle and do all kinds of things, and because she's daddy's girl. But oh my God, like 7, dude! Like, oh, what are you doing? What else happened this week before we get into the memes? Oh, Donald Trump was inaugurated, 47th president of the United States. The E4 Mafia has finally won the war. J.D. Vance is a corporal in the United States Marine Corps. He's now the vice president of the United States. He's a heartbeat away from the presidency. The E4 Mafia. Don't fuck with the E4 Mafia, right, John?
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Don't know if we exist or we don't exist.
Yes. I do not recall, Senator, or I refuse to. What is it? I claim the Fifth Amendment, so not to incriminate myself. Yeah, absolutely.
Jesus, look at John's comment down there. There's a guy he had in high school that had 16 kids to different girls before he graduated.
Damn, dude.
That is laying seed all across.
Yeah, that is.
That's crop dust and seed everywhere.
He must have been a good-looking dude with a huge hog. That's not.
He broke now. He broke.
Oh yeah. I would have moved to like Russia. Like I'm gone. Like I can't deal with this. What was I thinking? Oh.
We also have NFL playoffs. We have 2 conference championships happening tomorrow.
Yeah, your Bills are gonna lose to the fucking Chiefs again because the refs won't let it happen.
I'm rooting for the Bills.
I am rooting for everybody in the country.
Yes.
In Canada, Mexico, in 160 other nations across the world are rooting for the
Unless
Buffalo
you're the redneck
Bills.
pimp. That's the only person that I know that's a Chiefs fan.
He doesn't like me anymore.
Well, that sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I obviously I live in Bills country, so we're all rooting for the Bills. But Dude, we've been to this dance before. We know what's happening.
Yeah.
We know exactly what's happening.
And the NFC Championship is what? The Eagles and
Commanders. I want the Commanders to win.
Yeah. My biggest mistake in the fantasy football season was not playing their quarterback every week.
Right. No, I had him in another league that I won.
Yeah.
And he started the entire season for me. Minus, the bye weeks that he was on, but that dude was fantastic.
Instantly outscored in our league, outscored Derek by like 15 points every week, but I was trying to double dip. I had my worst fantasy football season in 10 years this year. It was bad. Like, I sucked. I mean, and I broke one of my cardinal rules, which was you never draft a guy who holds out. Don't ever draft a guy who holds out. And I did. And because what happens? They always get hurt like right away. Like week 2, Brad, now you gone. And I'm like, fucking, there goes. So I try and plug and play with Pittman and whatnot. And I'm just hoping that Love hooks up with Reed and I get to double dip, which is kind of one of my theories on fantasy football is being able to double dip. And it just didn't work out, man. Kook won again, that fucking cocksucker.
Dude, he gets so intense. I mean, in the draft, you see how intense he gets. He gets pissed when someone takes his person.
Oh, I know, man. He gets. You
hear him like mumbling, like he's just sitting. He's like, then all of a sudden you hear, "What the fuck?" And you're just like, "Uh-oh, got him."
Yep. He's good, man. Can't wait for him to come back up here. That's something we got to do in the future. Is kind of get like the crews together, come down to the Nasty Natty here, and just camp out. I've got the yard to do it. 710 seen it. You know, we'll have fire. We'll do a show. I'll bring all the shit up, and I'll
get to pour you shots again.
Maybe I don't think my wife will let you do that again.
Because that worked out perfectly. I poured you a bunch of shots, got you completely fucked up, and then I skated out the next morning.
Yeah, and I woke up with alcohol poisoning.
Yeah,
dude, I was shaking so bad that Nicolas Cage's character in Leaving Las Vegas would have felt bad for me.
By the way, Michelle, that was not the intent to try to kill John.
It fucking almost did. I woke up and I was like instant panic attack, shaking, just so bad. And I don't know. I think it might have even been Dean, who fed me booze. He's like, you just gotta like start drinking again.
Yeah, you
like
have to start drinking again.
Yeah, because you're gonna fucking die if you don't.
And almost like wean your like drink slowly and wean yourself into.
Take a shot like every half hour for like 2 hours and just try and calm down. Look at Dean. Minnie was Michael J. Fox stunt double. Jesus Christ. He's not thinking about taking a slingshot trip down. You should, brother. You absolutely should.
Down to the Nasty Natty.
Yeah, baby. It's a beautiful city. I actually love it here.
Every time I've been through there, it's been under construction.
Well, it's always under construction.
Not what I went down.
Yeah, but I like, especially like where I live. It's pretty. My drive home is amazing. My drive home is all the way along the Ohio River, pretty much. So that's pretty fucking cool. 4 hours. Yeah, I'd say under, maybe 3.5. You could probably make it. Depends how fast you drive.
So weird though. Like, there's all this highway, you got the city, and then you come across his area and it looks like you're in a completely different location altogether. Like once you're down his road and start getting to his home.
So yeah, it's like are you closer to Kentucky then, or?
I mean, technically I'm like 1.5 miles because I'm a mile from the river. But to actually get to Kentucky, it'll take you a few minutes. Yeah, you gotta go to one of our bridges is out. A Tesla caught on fire underneath one of the bridges and literally melted like half the girders on one side. So it's been out and they're still trying to fix it. And because of the cold, it's been so cold down here. and the new posts they have to put down and anchor in concrete. They can't do it because it has to be
too cold.
In order to lay a concrete and set it properly, you have to have 40 degrees or above for 7 days, and we haven't had that for a month and a half. So, yeah. Thankfully, I switched my shift at work from 6 to 2:30 because of all my VA appointments, because all the shit that's been going on with me. So, God, some of this shit's been scary, but one of them got taken off, so I do feel fucking pretty amazing about that. But yeah, traffic was crazy, so thankfully I switched my shift, and it does suck getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning when you're almost 50. It kind of does. I don't care who you are, but getting off and being home at like 1500, 3 o'clock is kind of awesome. And my son loves it because a lot of times I get to pick him off the bus. And he goes to a private school, so it's not really a bus, it's a van. And I open up the door and he just, Daddy, and it's like, that's why you have kids. It's that stuff, or when he cuddles with me on movie nights. We don't have fires when it's cold. We have movie night on Friday, so we jam the kids full of gummy bears and let them go crazy for an hour and a half and burn themselves out, and then we put them to bed. But that's fun, and just like I have tons of pictures. The wife the other day was like, she's like, "You just born to be a girl dad, weren't you?" I'm like, "Yeah, I think so." Because like I adore my daughter. She's like the greatest thing ever. I love my son to death, and we wrestle. He's my boy. He's my firstborn son. But there's something different with a girl. It just is what it is. All right. Anything? Pete Hegseth got confirmed last night as defense secretary by a tiebreaker vote by JD Vance. E4 Mafia wins again. Chrissy Nome got confirmed. So I think all of Trump's major appointees are in there. So let's fucking go and see what happens. Like I've been saying since the election, we'll see. The old Zen master. Oh, it's great. Trump's like, well, we'll see. We'll see. To the memes.
One other thing to remember as well about this week.
What?
Ohio State Buckeyes national champion.
No.
That's right. That's right.
Congratulations. You bought a national championship.
I think there was two people that were actually spent more than us, I believe. I think it was Oregon and Texas. Actually.
Are you sure?
I'm not 100% sure. But
okay. You should be.
Shut the fuck up. No one cares. Know your fucking place, trash.
There's only one reason I hate Ohio State, and anybody who knows me long enough knows exactly why. But it's a personal reason. It's not against the school. It's just a personal reason. Yeah, it's so weird. All right, fuck it. Let's do the memes. Are we ready, ladies and gentlemen?
Absolutely.
All right. We're going to start out with blues memes, I think. Yeah, we are. All right, here we go. Him. What gets covered in dirt but always stays clean? Me. A body in a coffin. Him, me, him, so, me. What is wrong with you? I like it. Men over 35 in skinny jeans. Jesus. Not this guy. Not this guy. Oh, this is good. So if you can't read it, I'll do it. Rumor has it about 8 months ago, security forces at Goodfellow Air Force Base kept seeing reflective belts moving rapidly through the brush. They gave chase repeatedly, but were frustrated by the speed of the belt's movement. Finally, someone caught one and realized that the reflective belts had been put on wild deer that live on base. They also realized that there were names written inside the belts. Apparently, the Marines have been tackling the deer and putting their belts on them as a trophy. Had they not put their names aside, the Marines probably would have gotten away with it.
So the question is how drunk were these Marines?
Fucking man, I don't know, because I'll tell you a story. So see what happened is I set the range high. I love telling this story. I set the range high at one of the ranges of Camp Pendleton when I was qualifying. Big deal in the Marine Corps. Big deal. And they instantly made me a coach, a battalion coach. And I was good at it, man. I had a pretty good love me wall, which means if somebody qualifies expert, and I think they have to do it up to lieutenant colonel. If they qualify expert, they have to give you one of their rank insignias, one of their collars. And so I had a pretty good, all the way from major, all the way to staff NCOs, all the way down. I was a good coach. Anyways, oh God, I lost my fucking train of thought. Fuck.
Squirrel.
What the fuck was I talking about? The belt. Oh no, John, no. Hold on, let me look at this meme. Where was I going? Yep, it's gone. It's all right. My bad.
Happens.
It happens with me, especially. You combine alcohol with ADHD, and sometimes it just happens.
Sometimes it's beautiful, sometimes it's chaotic.
It was a great story too, and I always love telling this story, and then I fucking forget it. Oh. Anyways, from Jennifer on Twitter, if I see anyone open carry a gun, I'm pepper spraying them immediately, taking their gun and hold them until the police arrive. I would not advise doing that. I would not. I don't open carry. I don't understand why people open carry, but if it's legal, there's people that do it just to be dicks. Like, I'm constantly concerned about if I'm printing and when I'm carrying. Like, I'm just, my wife's like, nobody will know, nobody notices, nobody looks that hard. I'm like, somebody might. I don't know. Hashtag today's kids will never know you can end a motherfucker's life with one of these. Lunchbox, you remember those, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh man, pulled out that paper like 3,000 times.
No, you upgrade that day. You do paper clips.
Oh yeah, you could do paper clips. That'll put an eye out though.
Yeah. So use the paper clip when you really did not like that motherfucker on the other end.
We're aiming for the eyes too.
Yep. Like that, so they're shooting that at you all single day long, and you're just like, well, you know what? I'm really sick of this shit. You just upgrade the paperclip.
A lot of elementary school memories right there.
I can't believe I lost that track of that fucking story. I'm so fucking upset, guys. All right. When you finally outrank the NCOs and officers that mistreated you, E4 Mafia Godfather, baby. Yeah. It's looking at me. What should I do? You better start playing the national anthem full blast and swear your allegiance. Yeah.
Dude, look at the wingspan of that fucker.
Oh my God. They're so cool. We had one when I was living in Kentucky. Which I love, down in Warsaw, Kentucky, in between that, Carrollton and Gent. I'm living like maybe my front deck, which was 2 stories up, was maybe 30 yards from the Ohio River, and we had an eagle nest about 50 yards to our right in the tree, and they would swoop down and get fish out of the river all the time. And it was just like, like they know it. Like, they stand up there because it's just on the edge of my property next to my neighbor. He'd stand up there, and I'd walk over there, taking brush over there, and he just look at me like, "Sup?" Like he do. Like, "What's up, man? How you doing?" I'm like, I'm all right, bro. Don't kill my cat if you get hungry during the winter. Oh, I want Tom Holland to deport so many illegals that I won't ever have to press 1 for English again. Jesus. Dandy Dan's now hiring former TikTok influencers. Oh, but that deserves a shot, Ski. We are all slacking. Naked woman chases Jehovah's Witness off her porch and down the street, yelling, "Succumb to my devil vagina magic." That's one way to get rid of them. Or you answer the door naked with a gun in your hand.
Yeah, that'll work too.
No,
I would love to talk to Jesus. What's that?
You answer the door naked and say, "I'm just frying up some bacon right now. Do you guys got a minute?"
Yeah. Absolutely. That'd work too, for sure. Man, I'm so pissed I fucking lost that story, guys. It was a great fucking story. I'm not getting over it. Yeah, exactly.
You had a story?
I had a story. Somehow it fucking
I don't
got
believe
lost. I know. What flat earthers see on a clear day? Jesus. God love those people. God bless their cotton socks.
There's some wild videos out there of them trying to explain their theories. It's fantastic.
Sure.
You're just like, what the fuck am I watching?
I'm never getting this 15 minutes back, am I? Oh, Philippines, Thailand, divorced men over 50. Ah. Yeah. My wife will never divorce me. She said she'd leave me, but she would never divorce me. She's like, I'm gonna get married once and that's it. I'm like, okay. My wife's a gangster. I'm madly in love with her, so I think we're okay. The new Tesla speedometer. Ah!
Oh my goodness.
Oh, too much. Hig will sit on my steps and howl until I open the door and acknowledge him. Also, Hig is not my dog. That's great. That's great. Oh, and you know what? One of our old friends, Lunchbox, promised me a blue healer. Still don't have that blue healer, by the way. But there's one across the street, and that motherfucker plays fetch, catches fucking frisbees.
They're fantastic dogs.
Yeah, my dog.
You mean the executive producer of the show?
Yeah, this motherfucker. This big derpy fuck. Yeah, my 80-pound fucking pit bull runs into cars and like that's just he is such a sweet boy though. He is a great dog. He's super protective of the kids, and we no longer get our packages delivered to our door because of Carl. He just hits the big picture window in the living room, and every delivery driver that sees him is like, "Yes, is it good here?" "Yeah, bro, you're good." "Okay, see ya."
You're talking about the one.
This 80-pound horse looks like he's gonna pounce through the front window like Cujo and eat him. And honestly, all he would ever do is just wag his tail and try to get petted and get treats. Like that's all he wants. He's only gotten nasty with one person, and it turned out that person was a piece of shit. Right as soon as he walked onto the property, he was hair raised. Didn't like him. I'm like, oh wow, this is interesting. Yeah, guy turned out to be a complete piece of shit, and so Carl called it. I miss you, Dad. I think about you every day. Looking back, getting a stripper to come by your bedside in your final days was probably a mistake, but I was just trying to make you laugh, maybe make your dick move one last time. Why was that a mistake? Are you serious? She's fucking got a. If my son doesn't do that for me when I die, I'm gonna change my will in my last breath. Like, come on, man. Like, if I can afford to do that for my dad, I'm doing it. For sure doing it. Like, come on, man. Like, what am I going to show? My dad is taught me a lot of things, but one of the things is appreciate beauty. Beauty in the world, beauty in people, which is hard to find some days, you think. But he also likes strippers. And, you know, I think it would be great just to do that for him. Just get him a nice fucking hottie stripper. You know, he's in hospice or something like that, and have him get one more, like, you know, maybe make that thing twitch one more time. I think that's fucking sweet as shit, man. What's wrong with that? That's not a mistake. That's gangster. That's gangster as shit. Oh, there's a cat at the resort I'm staying with that just chills with me on the beach. Not a great meme, but a great story. This one I actually will remember. We were on our honeymoon down in Great Exuma, Bahamas, which is like the very end of the Bahamas. It was great. Loved it. Beautiful place. People take great care of us. The day we were there for 7 days. The day we kind of got into our place, this fucking calico cat shows up. And we're like, okay, just fucks off into our room. We're like, all right. We love animals. I'm a stupid animal lover. And he just hops up and give him some scritches, and he just hangs out. And we're like, hey, you want to, we're leaving. You want to go outside? He's like, nah, I'm going to bed, motherfucker. Okay. So we shut the door. We go do our things. We come back. He's still there. And then he hangs out and he's sleeping between us while we're drinking champagne and whatnot. And I'm like, hey, you want to go out? And he's like, yeah, I kind of think I want to go out. Open up the door. He goes out. We pass out. We wake up early in the morning. My wife wakes up early in the morning, calls for room service, get food delivered. And because we instantly got sick. As soon as we got off the plane and got in there, we got sick like right away. So it's like, yeah, we're not going out for fucking breakfast. And we go out there, and this motherfucker comes back. This big ass calico comes back with a lizard, and every day he came back and brought us dead shit and slept in our room every night with us. It was hilarious. Oh man, I wondered. I was like, I was seriously talking to Michelle. I'm like, can we bring this bitch back with us? She's like, I don't know. I don't think so. Maybe it'd be really expensive. I'm like, that's not the question. Can we do it or not? Like, I love this cat. This cat is awesome. And he was awesome. Every morning we gave him a little bit of cream for our that we use for our coffee. And he was great. And he would follow us until we got around a bunch of people, like the bars or whatever. And then he'd just turn around and go back to the place and sleep on the table or our chairs. We opened up the door to go back inside. He'd follow us right back in. Hilarious. My generation was expected to climb a 30-foot rope with life-saving 2-inch thick maple.
Dude, no doubt.
Oh, man. Hell yeah. That was great. I don't understand. Like, when I went to boot camp, they did that in the Army, I'm sure, right? That fucking rope climb at the end of the obstacle course. I fucking did that shit basically just because I did it in high school and grade school. Like, it was nothing to me. I actually used that as a pickup line one time. I dated a girl, we'll put her last name, Melissa. She was a cutie. Oh, cutie NASCAR girl, which is weird. It's hard to find a girl that likes NASCAR. And I picked her up. We were flirting and talking at the bar. I just got cut. So I came behind the bar, was drinking. And I was just like, I got to try this one time in my life. And if it blows up in my face, it's fine. But I'm punching above my weight with this girl. So you got to throw something out there hard, right? So I was like, hey, I want to tell you something. She's like, what? I was like, you make me feel kind of funny. Like when I used to climb the rope in gym class. And she just started laughing her ass off. She's like, that is issues at Wayne's World. I'm like, yeah. And she goes, I don't like it. I was like, all right. She's like, can I buy you a shot? I'm like, yes, you can. And we dated for, I don't know, close to a year. But she started doing she had to do dated, ironically, very funnily, of a lot of very educated like women, and she was working on her what's the dissertation? PhD. So she's like, I don't have time for you. I'm like, oh, I got better deal by your professor. Pretty much, I think. Anyways, it's medicinal. First of all, that's a prostitute. Well, still, just saying.
Could still be medicinal.
Absolutely. Stress relief. That's a real thing, right? When someone tells me to do something that I was already going to do, well, now I'm not doing it. Oh, that's a work thing for sure.
that's a toddler thing too.
Oh yeah. I'm going through that with Evie. Her favorite word is no. And it always is, because once they start speaking and they start getting mobile, what do you always tell them? No, don't grab that. No, don't grab that. No, don't grab that. So it's no. And it's like the other night we had movie night, and Michelle goes, James, who's the best daddy? My daddy. And Edie, she goes to Edie, is daddy the best daddy? And she's like, no. He's like, is he okay, daddy? No. Is he a bad daddy? No. And it's like, well, what kind of daddy is he? No. It's like, oh, child.
No,
God is Edith to me is proof that there is a God, a Vishnu, an Allah of the universe, or some creative being, because I chased redheads my whole life and I made one. That's just proof. He's like, all you asked for was healthy and happy. Well, bitch. Here you go. When veterans try to throw rank around like it still matters, you have no power here. Oh, yeah. Anybody run into that? I haven't run
I
into
ran into super vets.
Yeah, I ran into it one time, but it wasn't that bad. But what's your story, Josh? You got a good one?
No, it just being in and out a couple different VA hospitals and whatnot, just seeing like vets come in that I was a major in whatever branch and blah blah blah. Just super vets doing their thing.
I have, it's funny. I've had nothing but great experiences at the VA. At least with other vets, not necessarily the system, if you will, but like I always just seem to just get locked in. Because forever, all of my health problems are linked to much older people, which is fucking great. But I get to handle like Korean War veterans and Vietnam War veterans and shit, and we just talk shit. It's so much fun.
That is the best when you're sitting in the waiting room and they're kind of slow that day, like the appointments are, and you get a whole bunch of old salty vets that are just talking shit.
Yes, in my best, and I'm firmly convinced with this. The only people who should be allowed to be nurses in the VA system are attractive, big black women and gay men. I'm just saying, because they're the most empathetic people on the planet. I love my very pretty big black women at the VA. I love them. Like if I would have met my wife, I'd probably be married to a very attractive big black woman, because they are just the shit. They are so funny. They take no shit, but they're also super empathetic. Like, oh, it's gonna be okay, baby. I got you. No worries. You can be okay. So yeah. But this is a start of Little Ranks memes. Make sure you get over to her Facebook page on Facebook, of course, and give her some love. Subscribe, like, follow, whatever it is. She puts up some great memes. I voice stuff because my temper goes from 0 to life in prison. So this has a story. Sorry. Shot first. I'm in the office to get my colonoscopy done. I'm talking to one of the med techs or whatever, getting all my information done. And there is a guy seated right behind me on his phone with his earbuds in, talking, having a conversation in a waiting room. And I'm just staring this guy down, and he's not picking up what I'm putting down.
Right.
I'm like, do you know how fucking rude you're being right now? Like, ungodly rude. Like, I'm sure you're trying to play off a bunch of fucking chunky black girls you're trying to fuck. But it's fucking annoying as shit, and I want to murder you right now. I'm trying to tell you that without telling you that. And then I start to get the room with me. And the room, and then he gets off his phone. And I'm like,
was that so hard?
Yeah. I mean, it's so rude. Like, he's literally, the whole waiting room is hearing a one-way the whole waiting room is hearing a one-way conversation. It's like, where the fuck did you grow up? Like, oh my God. Like, I just want, and granted, I was extra cranky because I've been up for 30 hours at that point, and I spent probably 20 hours of that shitting my brains out. But come on, man. Like, just step outside, dude. What are you doing?
My
you
favorite is when they're walking through, this is anywhere, but they're walking anybody and they're just holding the phone. They have it on speaker and they're just staring at the phone.
Yeah.
Talking out loud, and the other person in the line is say whatever. I've heard some interesting conversations when that's happened, but you're just like, what the fuck are you doing? Like,
That's
put
why.
it up to
That's
your
why.
ear.
That's why I carry a knife with me. I carry a thumper with me, and I carry a pistol with me everywhere I go. And it starts with the thumper. I've had to whip that out like probably 10 times since I've had it. And you know what a thumper is? Just look it up. It's basically a telescopic fucking baton.
Mhm.
And every time the situation got diffused. Now, the one time it happens when I pull it out, it does get diffused. That's where I know it'll go to the gun. But god damn, like, people just think. Go outside and have that conversation, bitch. Nobody cares what you getting a booty call. I just, oh. Anyways, moving on. My level of sarcasm has gotten to a point where I don't even know if I'm kidding or not.
I feel this.
Yeah, well, you're gonna marry her, so you better be used to it.
Oh, I'm trained and a professional now at it. So
There you go. She is an expert at that. We can fit 15 clowns in one tiny car. Marine Corps. Noted. See, I'm trying to figure out, Josh, can you tell me what the fuck this is? I'm trying to think. I know you're not a Marine Army, but what the fuck are they in?
That's a cattle truck, ain't it?
It kind of looks like it, but
It looks like it's a gutted cattle truck.
okay, all right. It had to be like just with the fucking 80-pound pack. You got your fucking oh god, what do they call that shit? Your mat, whatever it was. You got that there, and all those. Oh my god! Even if it was like 30 below, that truck is like 100 degrees with that many people in it. Yeah.
I do like the guy that's flicking everybody off though.
Oh yeah,
I appreciate that.
Absolutely. That's the thing. Like, we miss it so much. We pluck. You know, we pick and pluck. Like, I miss so many things, but I also remember, and a lot of my funny stories are about like douchebags, like, and how horrible it was sometimes. Like,
yeah,
I got to do what because of what? Like, okay, all right, fine. And my favorite was when I had to work at the ASB, because every once in a while, as a using unit ammo tech, you have to go back and like requalify, and you're back there, and they do, you know, PT fucking 3-4 times a week, and POG units. I don't know if it goes the same way in the Army, because you were a POG, you were a combat arms guy, but in the Marine Corps, POGs try to be like more than infantry. Like try to like overcompensate and be like, we're hard, we're not combat arms, but we're gonna be hard. And it's like, fucking no. Why? What? I've seen hard guys. You're not gonna be those guys, no matter what you do. Oh, we're gonna have a litter running contest down a mountain. Why? Like, we did it and we lost 10 guys. A couple guys blew out some ACLs. One guy broke his ankle, a couple high sprains. It was like, oh, was that worth it? You lost basically 10% of a platoon to fucking injuries because you wanted to be hard. It's like, oh, military logic. Hot dog puns.
Yeah, that's about right.
Missing someone is terrible feeling. Ask any sniper. Yeah, that's true. I can't remember who he was. I think they call him the Reaper. He's an Army sniper, Ranger. He was on Sean Ryan's show. And he admitted to missing several times. Now he's using SR-25, which is like basically an upgraded version of an M16. Longer barrel, slightly different kind of threaded barrel, heavier barrel. But yeah, he admitted he missed a couple times. And he got him the second shot, but like they're all close-in shots, like 300 yards. It wasn't like, fucking 1,800-yard Canadian rule-breaking shot. But yeah, that's gotta suck when you pull that trigger. Like, oh no, I just hit dust. Like this might be my ass. The problem with golf is a golf course is the waste of a perfectly good shooting range. I agree. Let's all take a moment to be thankful that I don't own a tank. Oh, I don't know. I think I'd be pretty good with the tank. I don't think I'd ever own one. They're very expensive.
Fuck that.
Oh my god, dude! I don't remember it, but I think it costs to run an M1A1, not an M1A2 like the fancy US Army has. And the Marine Corps got rid of their tanks because that makes sense. I think it was like $13,500 an hour to run an M1A1, just to run it. Nope. More?
Nope. No. I was just saying nope. I would never.
Oh yeah. I mean, like, because they're run by jet turbines, so you're running fucking basically aviation fuel in that bitch.
Yep.
And all the things that come with it, it's they're air conditioned, by the way. Were Bradley's air conditioned?
Fuck no.
No, okay. Well, the M1A1s were air conditioned, but that's like, I don't know, not completely true because you didn't never feel it because you run that thing, like, especially when I got voluntold to be a loader, which is great. I love it. I love my time with tanks, but it was terrifying in the same respect. But it was hot as hell in there, in that little jump seat next to the fucking. You're sitting in a jump seat. Literally, it's like this fucking big.
So what we used to do is we used to take well, if you're the driver, up in a turret it was a little different, but if you're a driver and it was hot as balls out that day, you would take your NBC hose that you're supposed to hook up to your mask.
Yeah.
Take the hose and shove it down your pants and turn that bad boy up full blast. You had AC. You just basically had air flowing down through your nuts and everything.
Right. I like it. That's a neat trick. Nobody told me that one.
That's an E4 Mafia trick.
Yeah, there you go.
Doesn't get taught to everyone.
Oh, but yeah, right in the back of that is a jet engine. Basically, it's a turbine.
Best sleep bag dryer ever.
Oh yes, and the guys would fucking jerry rig, like a kind of like a basket behind it.
Yeah.
So you could throw shit in there to warm it up.
Yeah.
Oh man, it was great. Oh, but in 20 Palms, the cold as shit at night, which cold as shit at night was like, 70 degrees, 60 degrees. But it was cold because it was 110, 115.
Right. The temperature dropped 30, 40 degrees overnight. And you're like,
right.
Oh, freezing.
I would get out of the tank and sleep on the back of that. And one night I had a little bit to drink and was on the back of that. Beautiful, beautiful tank. And they just like fire it up. Didn't wake up. How you don't wake up from that, I don't know. They fired up and they just fucking gunned it. And I rolled the fuck off that bitch. Boom, in my sleeping bag and ate shit. And then everybody laughed at me. It was a good time. I mean, it scarred me for life, but it was a good time. Not really. When I was in the military, I could have slept in a ditch and been fine. Last night, I threw my shoulder out, just laying in bed. I guess just sleeping is a young man's game.
Facts.
Yeah.
I can still fall asleep anywhere, though.
Yeah?
Yeah.
If I'm tired enough.
Not for a while. Like, I could sleep probably 10, 15, 20 minutes, and then I would wake back up.
Right. The one recruit trying to survive swim qual. I crushed it. I crushed swim qual. It was awesome. And they made me get up. One of the guys I joined with, he was a stud football player from a shitty part of town named Derek. Say his last name, but we were boys in the DEP program, delayed entry program, and always doing pull-up competitions with each other. And we went to boot camp together on a buddy program, and he had never been in a pool, and I had done some of my shit already. Senior drill instructor calls me, "You get your boy off the platform," and he was refusing. And look, he was a big boy, like he's a scary dude, like. The drill instructors were kind of like, I don't know if I want to do this guy. And so I had to go up there, climb the tower again. And I'm like, Derek, what's up? So I want to do it. I'm like, well, you got to be a Marine. So I put my finger in his asshole and he jumped right off the fucking thing.
Did you lube it up first or no?
No, I just jammed it in
let
there.
Dry, huh? Good.
Oh
good.
yeah, he was in his skivvies, so I just slammed in there. I knew it was getting him off there. And my senior drill instructor later, because I had stress fractures both my legs, so I got dropped. He wanted to pick me back up again, so every Sunday he would pick me up. I would spend a couple hours teaching his recruits practical application shit, all the stuff, and then he would give me smokes and let me watch football in an effort to make me his guide when I picked back up. I never did it, but yeah, that was funny as shit. And I'll never forget Brooks for that. He was great. Also, funny story, side note, Brooks got fired like Craig got fired for stealing boxes. Yeah.
Perfect.
He worked at a gas station, got fired for stealing boxes. Now, I don't know about Craig, but there may not been there was a conspiracy where he stole boxes of cigarettes and I sold them. So I might have been a part of that conspiracy. Maybe, allegedly. Guess which one just came back from desert deployment? That guy. Yeah. Coming back from any of the stands or Palms or Irwin or whatever it is, your blood changes, man. And that was great because I would come back. I remember I came back, I flew back on emergency leave from 29 Palms to Wisconsin in December. So I went from 115 to like minus 20. And I was like smoking a cigarette, waiting to get picked up, just uncontrollably shaking because I was freezing. If you see something suspicious, speak up. Saw something suspicious, spoke up. Oh! What's up, Snowden? Man, you go back to that shit. Oh. And I believe I'm on record arguing with the bulldog. Like, hey, maybe did he give away sources? I don't think so. Did he give away methods? No. Did he just rat out a bunch of shit that was wrong? Well, then why are we fucking vilifying this guy? Like, whatever. So I just got misgendered. Excuse me. Do I look like a man? Yes. Yes, you do. Yes. Yes, you do. I got fooled in Thailand. That's okay. I got almost fooled in Tijuana. Almost fooled in Tijuana. I did get fooled in Thailand, but you know what? Once you gotta do something once in your life, right? So, boss, why aren't you working? Me, I didn't see you coming. Phrasing. Interview. Why did you leave your last job? Me, because of something my boss said. Interview. It says here you were fired. Me. Yeah, that's the thing he said. Oh. Let's see if I catch up with some of the comments. All right, we're good. 87% of women reading this are wearing a weird bun right now. Okay. Okay. Modern life sucks so much. I wish I lived in the past. The past. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Lunchbox 7. Have you ever listened to the podcast Don Heron's it's Hardcore History?
No, I don't think I have.
Oh, you should check it out. It's awesome. It is. Yeah, it's like that and YouTube channels History March. History Marsh.
Okay.
Like this is how it used to be, man. This is, this is how life used to be in medieval times. Like there's no quarter given, like man to man, sword to sword. Like it was not a good time. Like if your army lost, you got raped, pillaged, killed, sold out to slavery. And people complain about so-called systemic racism and all this other shit. I'm sorry. I've been a bartender. I was a bartender for years and worked in a lot of dive bars with a very diverse crowd, and never saw in one of my days. And I managed a biker bar in Chicago. All right, a biker bar. Never saw just racism. I mean, people, you're cool. You're cool. People just care about how you handled yourself, not what you look like, just how you who was your character. If you're a piece of shit, you're a piece of shit. You talk shit that you can't back up. That bad things are happening to you. But it was never like crazy. But back in the day, fuck. Your country lost a war. It was your ass. You were getting enslaved, killed. Your children are going to sit somewhere else, and you're complaining about what right now? Maybe focus. Refocus. Happy birthday, Rebel Cum. Oops. Due to past events, please do not pleasure yourself in the rooms. What the fuck?
Yeah. That makes you curious what happened in those rooms.
Right.
Oh my god. I mean,
so I love signs like that because I'm like, wait, why do we have this sign? I need the story behind why we have
Yes, I need the story.
I need the story.
Like, oh my gosh, like I've done some dirty
like
things.
Blanket statements. I'm like, why are we saying that? What happened? I want to know. I have to know.
Yeah, I have to know, please.
You just can't leave a guy hanging, you gotta
right.
And the only way you're gonna get that story, is if a pretty curvy black girl is behind the desk. She will tell you everything. I assure you. How do you know that, Minnie? Well, I'll tell you. Because when I was stationed at NAS Millington, which is no longer a Naval Air Station, it's a county center, I think. I used to stay at a couple hotels that had a great deal for active duty service member. It was basically like 35% off. And so I would stay there and just party on Beale Street, which is one of the greatest places. It should be, if you like to have fun, music, and drink, Beale Street is a bucket list for sure. I was very spoiled. I got to admit, BB King's on Beale Street, by the way, because I drank so much in so many of the bars that they just assumed I was 21. But oh man, it's a great place. It's so much fun. But yeah, should absolutely have a very attractive curvy black woman at every desk at every hotel, just because they're just amazing. Love those girls. I'm gonna work on being less condescending. Condescending means to talk down to people. Oh shit. Yeah, I got yelled at by a girlfriend of mine. She was a very smart girl. She very smart girl. She had a master's degree, working on her PhD from Vanderbilt University. She's a structural engineer with 36 double D's because I like the puppies. And she's like, you don't know shit about math, but you know a lot about everything else, and you make people feel uncomfortable. I'm like, well, if you open up your mouth and you don't know shit about shit, I correct you, I'm a bad guy. She's like, kind of, it's rude. I'm like, I don't see it that way, but whatever. I know a man who's never been told to shut the fuck up, hates to see me coming. Thinking about my wedding when I first got engaged. Thinking about my wedding now. Help me up, poor. Oh, that's blue.
That's definitely blue.
That's definitely blue. A female shark in a soul aquarium doesn't like a male shark coming in her, so she ate him. Oh. With International Women's Day around the corner, let's not forget this inspiring feminist tale. Jesus. If your dad's 40, 55, it wouldn't mess with him. He grew up in the 80s. He rode his bike all over town without a helmet. It didn't come home till dark. He was raised by Motley Crue, Metallica, Ozzy, Tupac, Dr. Dre, the neighbor's older sister. He'd probably been in a few bar fights, heavy metal concerts, and he knows how to use a Louisville Slugger. He's done more drugs than you can imagine, knows how to party all night, and still shows up to work at 6 a.m. Yeah, that's a fact. Almost set my cat on fire.
Oh, shit.
Oh, you can barely see it on there.
Yeah. Look at Charlie. The motherfucker's black as shit. And the only time I ever see him is when he not smiles. Don't be racist. when he looks at me and he blinks with those big yellow eyes, and he goes, meow. Like, yeah.
Such a big boy.
He is a fucking monster. And he keeps fucking growing. Stop it. Have you ever looked at someone and thought, shut the hell up? And they weren't even speaking? Yes. Yes, I have. Why is the first one not judged and the second one offends? Nuns don't randomly explode. They do if you finger them just right. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, jeez.
The fourth little pig's house was made of wolf skulls. They aren't very sturdy, but they send a message. Like that. Certified E4 Mafia GOAT. Commander calls the room for attention for me now. Fuck yeah. Hoorah, Semper Fi. When you almost died trying to take a dump, this is all you managed. Yeah.
Those are the worst.
That was me.
The fucking rabbit shits.
Thursday morning until I did that prep.
Yeah,
and to be honest with you, to be seriously honest with you guys, I think I want to do that like once a month. No, I'm serious. Like, I feel great.
Yeah, it's
Like-
just called a cleanse.
All right, we'll do that then. Fine, I don't care. But here's the thing: I've been going through a lot of shit. Like, in one thing,
Literally.
I was pissing all the time. I was having pain, and nobody. Like, no, we'll deal with the VA. All right, but nobody came to the conclusion it might be just because I'm constipated, even though I told them I have been. And since I have been cleansed, not a problem. So basically, I'm going to my doctor, my doctor named Dr. Hears, which is fucking hilarious to me. Hey, can we just keep me regular so we don't have this problem that I'm so constipated and fucking it just busts up to my prostate and makes me piss 30 times a day? Can we figure that out? How about that? Oh, no, here's some pills. Oh!
Sounds
Yeah.
shitty.
Yeah, it does. Chickens after the price of eggs went up. Yeah. So I'm gonna try and do chickens in the spring. Got to worry about if Charlie's gonna kill him because Charlie is a psychopath.
Sounds like half your house is psychopaths.
I kind of collect them.
Yeah.
Question mark. You know. Government is necessary because people left unchecked will do evil. The government is composed of people left unchecked. Yeah, a little bit. For
Little
sure.
bit.
The older we get, the more we understand this guy.
I've been understanding for years.
Yeah, I just want to lay in my park lounger and just chill. Like, we're talking about a family vacation again, like the whole family, my wife's family. And I keep telling them, look, I'm all about it. I have a place I want to go. Let's go to Virginia Beach. There is a Navy SEAL that I know that has a ice cream shop there. He's a gangster. fucking cool ass dude. Let's go there. It's like 8.5 hours away. Myrtle Beach is 9.5 hours away. So let's go to Virginia Beach. Let's do that. But here's what I want to do on vacation. Anybody want to guess? Other than going to the ice cream shop. Anybody want to guess what I want to do on vacation? Lunchbox, guess what I want to do?
Shoot guns.
Okay, other than that.
Hopefully swim in the ocean if you name 2 different beaches.
All right, other than that.
Jeez Louise, man. I'm guessing all the right stuff.
Nothing. I want to do nothing.
Well,
I
yeah.
want to go shoot a gun. I want to go eat some good food. And I want to just lay back. I have this thing, my family, my wife's family, they have this thing where we go on vacation, they want to do things, right? And go see things and do things and go to this restaurant, go to that restaurant. I would prefer to go to a gun range one day, sit on the beach the entire time and not do shit. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I just want to sit there and just and read. Maybe read. Like right now I'm reading Andrew Solzhenitsyn. I'm reading the Gulag Archipelago.
Uh-oh.
No.
We lost somebody.
Uh-oh.
We lost 710.
Oh no. But yeah, I just want to chill. Like you do it all the time, Lunchbox. You go to church. And what do you do at church? You light a fire and just nothing, right? You just sit there.
Yeah, literally going there tomorrow to make a big fire and hang out with some people and probably ride a snowmobile around every now and then. That's about it.
But most of the time it's just sitting around the fire and talking shit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just relaxing. That's my idea of a vacation. Is just sitting there.
We did it last weekend and it got down to what? -9 with the wind chill.
Oh, can you still hit a fire?
Oh yeah.
Damn, that's gangster, dude. I love that. Yeah, but you get my point. It's
I was
just
making bacon when it was I had a -9 wind chill.
you are a fucking gangster,
It was
man.
fantastic.
We definitely have to camp together sometime,
Right.
Because that's my thing, though. It's like, yeah, that's what you do, but that's what you do. You don't, go to some bougie restaurant. You don't go to some fucking banquet hall. You don't do that. You just go to where you're going and just live in the moment and just do that. That to me is you call it church. That's my church.
Yeah.
Just chill, relax, kick back, enjoy everything going around you, and just hang out with your boys, man. Talk shit. That's vacation for me. And my mom's or my wife's family is like Oedipus. They're kind of want to do all kinds of stuff. I'm like, no, I don't. No, I just want to relax. We have this beautiful cabin. It's it's above Pigeon Forge. Oh God, that was a disaster. Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg, but it was on top of the mountain. I could see Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg, and I'm like, there they are. I'm cool. Well, I'm lighting a fire. I'm drinking some Jameson. I'm gonna smoke some weed. I'm gonna hug my son, kiss my daughter, and I'm just sit here. This is heaven to me. And they're like, oh, we need to go and check out this restaurant. I'm like, no, we don't. You do. I just want to sit here and fucking relax. The point of vacation is just sit there around a fire and just, it's all good. I can't believe they're so mad over an image on a beer can. It goes both ways. Goes both ways. Yeah. I mean, come on. This was silly. The whole fucking whatever that chick here, whatever her name was, his name was, on that fucking Bud Light can.
I can't think of it.
Everybody got all pissed off about it. That's fine. But it goes the other way too, right? And that's the funny thing. That's why I'm so over politics and a libertarian at heart. Because like all of you are full of shit. You're all full of shit. All full of shit. Let's see if I got oh, that's it. Oh, well, hold on. When your grandma tells your mom to leave you alone. Ah, there's a pity. Love my pities.
By the way, it was Dylan Mulvaney.
Oh, there you go. I was getting hand job off a new girlfriend when I asked, "How are you so good at this?" Years of practice, she said. Bit of a player in your day, were you? I laughed. No, she replied, my dad had no arms.
Oh God.
Ah!
They got dark real quick.
Mhm. And that is it. End of the memes. Uh-oh. Oh no. We have to talk about shit. All right. Anything you guys want to talk about? Anything coming up? Anything you're interested in? I mean, we talked a little bit of politics. Pete Hegseth got in as SecDef. Christy Nome got in as what is she? Homeland Security. Tulsi Gabbard. Hottie, by the way. Such a hottie. Got in as National Intelligence Director. Oh, I'm sorry. She's hot as shit. She's hot as shit. She is. She is a MILF times like 10,000. Like, because she could shoot. She's got a booty. And she's super smart, which, smart girls, you automatically get given a 1/2 point bump. But anything else you guys want to talk about? Lunchbox. It's been a minute since we've been on together. I know that I want to talk to you about bringing doing a complete reunion show together.
Yeah, get the band back together.
Yeah, we'll do a show. I kind of put it off because I was a little scared for a couple months about some shit that was going on. Constantly having health problems and scare after scare after scare. But I think we're going to try and bring the band back together. It will be myself, Lunchbox, the Blue Falcon, and Red. We'll try and figure that out one Saturday night. And he's going to get Judy involved. I mean, we could try. I don't know. Lunchbox probably got a better angle on that than I do.
Yeah, I could ask her.
Yeah.
But she wasn't a part of the original band either, though.
No, she wasn't a part of the original band.
She had her original band is FemVets, and I don't even think most of them even talk to each other anymore. So
no, they don't. I don't think so, which is sad, but it is what it is. Anything else going on? We got fights going on tonight? Nah, probably not. We got football going on tomorrow night for sure.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I'll be out in the woods for most of that. I'm gonna come back, try to get back by halftime for the Bills game. I usually don't watch football until after halftime now. So.
Oh really? Why is that?
I have no idea. It's just, dude, like I've literally been taking naps for the first half of a game, and then I wake up at halftime and I watch the rest of the game. I don't know. It gets better after halftime.
The pressure's on. The drama's increased.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't really care to see how they're doing like in the first half, because every team, if they're a professional team, should be making adjustments as it is. So even if they're taking pass, they should still be making adjustments.
Hey fellas, my phone's about to die and I gotta get out of here. So
oh, no worries, brother. Thanks for hanging in. By the way, spring training is 14 days, 0 hours, 46 minutes, and 49 seconds away, baseball fans. So 7-10, you're gonna play fantasy baseball with us this year?
we'll see. We'll get to that. I mean, I'm not a big, huge baseball aficionado, so we'll see what happens. Though you never know.
All right, man.
All right, buddy.
Give my love to Blue, and good luck with the planning. And
you'll know soon enough.
I'm invited, right?
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Okay, all right. Just wondering. My wife asked me. She's out my ass about it the other. Are you invited to the wedding? I'm like, I don't know. She's like, well, we got a plan for that. I'm like, I fucking understand it, but I'm okay. Says, well, when is it? I'm like, I think it's in November or beginning of November, right after Halloween, around that time.
We'll we'll make it official tomorrow. It's just we've been so busy with our own stuff going on, just like you've been busy with your health problems. We've been busy with just stuff around the house. So we'll figure it out and we'll make an official date tomorrow. And
all right, man. I can't wait for it.
You're most definitely invited, dude. So
all right, I can't wait for it. I'm super excited. Love you.
Love you guys.
All right, brother. Take off.
Have a
See
good night.
you.
later, man.
Lunchbox. See you later.
All right, Lunchbox. What else do we want to talk about? How long you want to stay on, man? It's like,
What's that?
How long you want to stay on?
Not too much longer. I'm fucking
Okay.
beat, dude.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm an early riser, so this is like beyond my bedtime right now. Yeah, I gotta get. So when we were talking about health problems earlier, I gotta get my. I've been working on getting my neck and my back straightened out. My neck, I got a bunch of fucked up discs in it, so I got a consult with a neurosurgeon coming up in February.
Yeah.
Yeah, to see what they want to do. I mean, I'm gonna avoid surgery as long as I can.
Always avoid anything
Yeah.
you do. Avoid getting cut. Trust me.
I have a chiropractor. She's been working on my neck for a while now. She's a doctor in like neurological chiropractic care. She's been fantastic, but she's like, you got to get an MRI done. She's like, there are things definitely wrong with your neck because I've been having numbness in my hands for.
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah.
that's bad.
So she's like, you got some shit wrong with you. So I went and had an MRI done. They found all these bulging shit in my neck, and yeah, the discs in my neck are not good. So trying to get that figured out.
Right on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel you. I got the colonoscopy the other day, and now
The Roto-Rooter.
and I think it's Wednesday. I get it from the other end.
Oh, you're doing an endo?
No,
Oh, okay.
the other end,
What do you mean?
the bottom end.
Yeah, that's colonoscopy.
I got the colonoscopy, but they got to
Yeah.
do from the front, not through the
The
throat,
front?
through the front.
From your dick?
Yeah,
What?
yeah, yeah. Because they think I
That's
have.
a thing?
That's the thing. That's the
No.
thing. And here's a story. Here's how they sell it to me. Oh, we're gonna numb it. I'm like, well, how are you gonna numb it? Oh, we're gonna, needle your dick. Paraphrasing. But yeah, they're gonna shove a camera up my dick next week. So that's fun. Yeah. And
Yeah,
then
I've never heard of that, and that
well,
no.
they're trying to figure out that. I think I had some kidney stones that I broke up, and they keep getting stuck. So
God.
Yeah. So I've had some peas that were like I saw Jesus one night and talked to him at like 3 o'clock in the morning.
Like
And it was
bearded Jesus or like baby Jesus? Like
bearded Jesus. He looked like a Osama bin Laden.
Okay.
That Jesus, not baby Jesus.
Osama Jesus, got it.
Osama Jesus, yeah, like what Jesus probably looked like.
Yeah, right. That's
Yeah.
probably accurate.
He's like, "You all right?" I'm like, "No." And by the way, go fuck yourself for letting this happen to me. He's like, "Well, things are," and then However, I had half a pack of chocolate mushrooms and 3 20-milligram edibles in me, but still, it was not fun.
It sounds like we need to go to church.
We do need to go to church. I mean, and I'm trying to figure out a way for us, like the loose crew, being like you and Red, Chris, Brittany, 710, Tim Latore, Pterodactyl, Dean, and just to come down here and camp out in my spacious backyard, which is there. I've got 3/4 of an acre.
Yeah, so if you
behind
give
my
me
house.
time, I can get down there. I can request it off. If
Yeah.
it's beyond a couple months, I could definitely request it off.
And we just have a day and we do a show out here, but we just hang out for like a weekend because I miss Red. I miss everybody. And I want everybody to see the show or see the house
Yeah.
and meet my kids. You know, like I met
your kids.
Well, you did meet. You met one of them.
No, I met both of them.
Oh, that's right. Edie was a baby.
Yeah,
Edie
she was
was a
still
baby.
insane. You could tell her personality was, I'm going to murder people eventually.
Oh God, did you really? Is that what you thought?
She's a redhead, man. Of course.
Yeah, I
she's-
know.
I'm married to a redhead.
Yeah, I did. Oh God, the horror. Yeah. Other than that, I don't know. I guess we can call it, man. I'd love to keep talking, but I know you probably got to get off.
I'm
crazy.
getting up in the morning. I'm heading out to the woods.
Oh, I hate you. You always. I just hate how you. How do you pull? All right.
I'm
going to keep you on longer because how
That's
do you
fine.
pull this off? How do you keep going to the woods?
I wake up. I throw on some boots, a hoodie, and I jump into the car and I drive out to the woods.
And your wife.
Huh?
Your wife is just like, go.
Yeah. She knows it's a good for me.
Gotcha.
But I mean, so and Z's at school, so like I have more free time.
Yeah.
You will get there.
I don't know. I don't know if I'll live that long, bro. But
Woodorf just asked me if I got a deer. I did. I got a doe this year.
Did you? You fuck.
Yeah. And helped my father-in-law process a couple too. He got a buck and a couple doe too. We actually last weekend we just processed all of our burger, sausage, and corb.
You want to sell any of that?
No, I would never sell it. I would just give it to you.
All right. Well, I mean, yeah, I couldn't go right when the rut happened. I hurt my back.
Oh, okay.
And my old boss, my tree boss, was he's like, we're going, and I'm like, yeah, hell yeah. And then I hurt my back, and I'm like, dude, I can't fucking do it. Like I can't sit. Like the worst thing for me since I hurt my back is it's hilarious. Like only me could do this. What I did was I tore the muscles that support right next to my spine, like that support my spine.
Yeah.
So like the worst. So what it did was it made all my vertebrae go like
all over the place. Yeah.
Right. So it's been like horribly painful, and the rehab has been bullshit. And I'm like, I can't sit in a tree stand for like 6. I can't do it. And
Right.
so
I can't sit for like even in a blind. I can't sit for probably more than 2 hours before I have to get up. I have to move.
Yeah.
My back starts knotting up and everything else. So.
But you got one. Was she a big one?
Nah, I mean she was definitely big enough to take, but she wasn't huge or anything like that.
Like a couple years old, like 2, 3.
Yeah, at least. I was just sitting in my blind, and my blind got trashed in the first snowstorm that we had.
Sure.
I hadn't gone out to get it yet, and so that's fucked for this next year. But no, I just happened to be sitting there, and where my blind is, it's sitting right in the middle of the field with a bunch of pines around it. The pines just mask it beautifully, and next year I'll be setting up something a little bit more permanent in that spot. But I just happened to glance off to my left, and she was slowly coming out of the woods, and she was looking at the blind. And so before I'd even gone, like when I got in the blind that morning, I had the windows up in the blind. So I slowly took down all the windows. So when she came out of the woods, she was looking right at the windows, and she was looking right at me. She was like, something does not fucking look right here.
Nah.
She just kept looking at me, and then she kept doing this, like kind of like looking to see if I was going to move. And I'm like, I ain't fucking moving, bitch. And she went to go eat a little bit. So then I drew up on her, and but she must have figured out in her head that something was not right. So she started going in like the fucking bushes and into the tree line. And I was getting ready to lose her, so I shot her, and she fucking took off. And I was like, "Fuck!" I missed her. I pulled it. Because I was thrilled to even be able to take a shot. Last year, I didn't have a shot at all on anything, and she fucking took off. And I was like, "God damn it!" I was like, "Well, let me go up in the woods here, and let me see if there's any fur, blood, anything." And up there was a fucking ton of fur and a couple drops of blood, and I'm like, maybe I grazed her. I'm like, fuck, I don't even know what the fuck. I would have started walking. So I start walking up through the woods, and I hit her. I just barely was above her guts. I mean, literally, it had been like half a centimeter. I had a gut shot at her, and she bounced off a couple fucking trees and left blood spots on the trees like this fucking big.
Yeah.
And by the time she had fucking bellied up, she had gutted herself.
Oh.
She did the trees so damn hard that half her guts were already hanging out, but nothing blew out.
Yeah.
I was like, how the fuck did that happen? Because as hard as she was hitting the trees when she was running, her gut should have been all over. Like I would have probably thrown away half the fucking meat.
Right.
But none of her guts blew out. So I finished up what she didn't get done and dumped her out, and I was like, all right, I'm good.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah, we bought a big old freezer when we moved into the house, which I can't wait for you to come down here. You're gonna love it. But we have a big old freezer for me to go to put a deer in, and it was the first year I couldn't get a deer. I didn't get a deer because I fucking couldn't go out. I couldn't fucking sit. I was in too much pain to do it. But
yeah, I did tough time in a bow season with the way my neck was acting, so I didn't do a lot of bow hunting this year.
See, I don't even know if I want to do that because my right shoulder is rubbish. Like it's completely reconstructed.
Most of my bow hunting type stuff is really just scouting out where I'm going to set up another blind or where I'm going to sit on opening day a rifle.
Right.
Like, yeah, Dean, with your back the way it is, I can see you not hunting all that much, man. I know you got a lot of issues.
What I think I'm going to do next year is I'm going to go and get this is an Ohio thing. I'm going to get my pawpaws. I'm going to go to my friend of mine and just harvest. You know what a pawpaw is? It's the only native fruit to Ohio.
Okay.
It's called a pawpaw. It kind of looks like a mango a little bit.
Okay.
And but deer love them. They love them. So I think I'm going to get a bunch of them and just set them up and just get one. Since I've lived here, almost hit 3. My wife's almost hit 1. And there's some big does out here.
Yeah.
It was about the last fire we had 7 come across our backyard. Just one big one. She's huge. And then little by little. What's that?
All wearing PT belts, huh?
I fucking wish. Great. Fucking Marines, man. I love it, man. I
would expect no less from.
Oh,
and,
man.
It was like it was like 2 or 3 of them too. It wasn't like a whole bunch of them. There was just 2 or 3 of them that were just yeah.
Dude, I know we rip on the Army, ripping everybody, but I love our U.S. Army is the best Army in the world. The Air Force best Air Force in the world. But I have been in bases where when I was in Memphis, NAS Millington, we decided to see if we could rappel from the 4th deck with bed sheets. We were in a typhoon in Okinawa and decided, hey, I bet if we tie this shit to our feet and just jump off this 3rd deck, we can catch the wind and fly.
Right.
And we did. And most of us landed fine, but some guys broke their ankles and had to explain that to command. And it was like, oh, Jesus. But it's so fun, man. I miss it. I miss that stuff for sure. Other than that, brother, I don't know. Anything else you got to say? Anything else?
No, I'm good. Yeah, I'm just looking forward to going to the woods tomorrow.
Yeah, go to church.
I'm hoping that the Bills can pull off.
Yeah, dude.
On the Chiefs, because I think it would be fantastic if the Chiefs
lose. Oh, everybody's rooting against them. Yeah, hell yeah. Absolutely.
I don't know. I keep watching different analysts looking at it and whatnot, and they said if it's going to happen, it's going to happen this year. Like Buffalo's got probably the best team that Josh Allen has quarterback. So
hopefully,
yeah.
Hopefully, I'm rooting for him. All right, final thoughts, man.
The same thing to every show, man. everybody be good to one another. You see somebody struggling, reach out to them. Say, hey, what's up? What can I do for you? Yeah, just be good to one another. Be good fucking human beings. Damn it.
Absolutely. Hey, never take a permanent solution to a temporary problem. There's plenty of resources out there. I've been doing this for what? What's it been, like 10 years?
Yeah.
Yeah, when you started me out, 10 years.
Yep.
And it's a great outlet. Hey, I'm not making money. Never had. Probably I've lost more money than you could probably fucking not count, but you count it. But I lost a lot of money doing this, and I do it for a reason because I love talking to my people. It gets a lot of my shit out. I get to talk to my boys and have a good time. And yeah, just never take a permanent solution to a temporary problem. There are resources out there. The hardest thing to do is to make that first step. And once you do it, you're good. And you're there. Hey, do a show, do a podcast, do a live stream, get your shit out there, put it out there, unload yourself, giggity phrasing, onto the world. And it is what it is. Enjoy life, man. Come on. He says I missed the Lunch and Judy show. Yeah. That's a thing that could happen again, maybe. And then it's not a loss, it's an investment. Absolutely. All right. So here we go. Thank you, Lunchbox, so much for joining me. I appreciate it. It's good to catch up. We've got to do more of this for sure. I'm just a fucking idiot. Don't think about it till the last minute because Marine.
Nah, you're fine.
But yeah, we're calling
most of my Saturday nights have been out in the woods. So I mean, just
well, yeah, I was surprised. Like when you said you were gonna do it, I'm like, oh, he's not at church. Like, okay, great.
No, I can't. So I can't do back to back weekends. I don't sleep out there because I have sleep apnea. So, I mean there is a generator out there. I could bring out my fucking CPAP and hook it up, but I don't want it to smell like, no, I don't want it to smell like smoke. So,
yeah,
from the fire, yeah. So I don't want to get into the machine and ruin the machine. So I don't know. I probably sleep 4 hours out there, and it's probably broken up to half that. So usually when I go out Sunday, I come home and I take a nap for like 4 hours when I go home. So
naps are amazing.
Yeah,
naps. All right.
I cannot do two weekends in a row. No.
Well, hopefully we'll get you on soon again. Oh, we're going to get Lilith back next weekend. Blue's going to be back, and we're going to work on now. I think I'm comfortable enough with my health that not distracted by that we're going to have a old school bar reunion show with myself, Lunchbox, the Blue Falcon, and Red. I'll set up the chat. Everybody hates those chats, but I'll set up the chat tomorrow. And maybe a month from now, maybe that'd be enough time for everybody to get their shit together, and we'll do the old bar, the classic bar with the pickled eggs and the parrot and everything like that, and we'll have a good time.
Okay.
All right. Without further ado, have a good night. Thank you. Remember, we're live on Facebook, YouTube, and Rumble. Cross-platform shares, please. It's the only way the show gets any views anymore. So, big data game kiss. Mwah.
I'm pretty tired. Think I'll go home now.
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.